Talking with famous people.
My wife Rachel and I live here, smack dab in the center of California, Mariposa, a low-density population county that features Yosemite National Park and portions of Sierra National Forest.
The first part of this journey requires some travel on the actual road here. This little car isn't street legal, but we're way back here, so nobody really cares. Here's where we turn off across to the Jerseydale campground, which is, I believe, still closed. Yeah, it's been closed since the fires burned all the trees around it. And once we get up here, we'll reach the gravel part of the road and head into the national forest. If you look on the map, it'll show you that this road is accessible by regular, like, four-wheel drive trucks. I thought I'd stop right here on the road because it gives a great perspective of the scope of the fire damage, a view of the valley below. You can see all across to the other side of the hills there are burned trees. So a Forest Service employee stopped me. They were walking down this road and they told me I'm supposed to wear a helmet for driving this little car in California. I have never seen anybody drive one of these with a helmet. I was curious about this little walking path I discovered here. I wouldn't want to take the little car down this, it's a little too narrow, but I wonder where it goes. This seems like a good place to give you a sense of where I'm going. The road is over there. As we gain an elevation, and we're going steadily up here, it gets greener, and we're also moving into areas where the burn didn't hit as bad or missed entirely. So this is an interesting spot here in the National Forest. There's this little bit of private property. 6486 is the number of this house. So I call these big piles of logs that they have here Lord of the Rings signal fires, because you can imagine them being used as such. I'm assuming the Forest Service puts them up with dead logs that eventually they plan to burn, perhaps during the wet season. I'm not really sure. I'm heading down Service Road SO3 or 503, I'm not sure. As you can see, it's really starting to look like the Sierra Nevada mountains now. This road is pretty rough. You probably need a specialized vehicle like this, but you might be able to do this with a four-wheel drive truck, I'm not sure. I stopped here where this natural spring comes out across the road to show you why this place is called Mariposa. There are lots of butterflies. This spot is absolutely gorgeous and cool. If I were on Naked and Afraid, I'd probably pick right here. So I just came out of there, the last bit of which was very rough road, and now I'm onto this much more car serviceable road here. I'm not sure where I am. I've looked at the map and I really don't have any idea. These are the first phone or power lines I've seen in a long time. Down here, the Standard Mill Road. So I think I'm gonna go up this road a little bit and see where it takes me. Alright, so I took that road the other way. I didn't like what I was seeing that way. I turned around, I came this way. I've actually left the National Forest now. We got people's houses coming up here. Damn, Daniel, I'm here at Chochilla Mountain Road and Harris Cutoff Road. We'll have to, and the Ponderosa Basin Chapel is that way. I could drive on this for a little bit, but I have no idea how I would get back home from here. So I'm gonna have to turn around and go back the way I came. I'm heading back the way I came now, here on 5SO3, a very rough road for a stretch, and heading back towards Jerseydale. Coming up here on the part of the road that gets the roughest. This is about as bad as it gets on this little trip I've taken. I'm in low gear and four-wheel drive right now. I wanted to get a quick shot of this place. There are actually a few private properties up along here, and this is one of them. It's like a half house, and you can see there's a hunting stand there. It must be somebody's little hunting lodge. Here's another one of the private properties along this little road. had to stop here again on the way out. It's the nicest place on the whole trip. With this little spring here crossing the road. All the butterflies and the trees. It's gorgeous. Just to mix things up on the way back, I've decided I'm going to take Service Road 5S03X. I'm on 03 right now. It's an extension of it, I believe, that goes around and meets back up with it. Hopefully I'm right. Let's find out. As you can see, 503X is definitely the road less traveled. There's bushes growing up right in the middle of it. I'm so glad I came up this way. It looks like there's water up here. And you can see this road is not much driven on. I made it back to this road, I think, but I'm not entirely sure which direction to go now. I think I'll go this way. I'm getting hungry too. I'm beginning to feel like this is going to turn into a Mr. Ballin episode.
So if you're a fan of the strange, dark, and mysterious,
here's a nice view of the valley below. I hope I'm not lost. I'm going over this bit of road here that's paved that I don't remember going over before, and I'm not sure if I'm heading in the right direction. Well, we'll figure this out one way or another. I don't recognize any of this road I'm traveling on, and I seem to be going the wrong direction. Well, I'm back to where I got lost. From there, and then I went that way, but I think I need to go this way. But I could go that way, but there's a fourth road over there. But I'm gonna go this way and hope it's the right way to go. Alright, this feels like the right way, but if I have to turn around again and figure something else out, I'm gonna be well and truly lost. I am definitely lost, because I found myself here at Signal Peak Lookout Tower, elevation 7,000 feet.
Signal Lookout. It's not actually named Devil Peak up there at the sign, but it's what all the maps call it.
I guess they look for fires from up here. I'm looking for my way home. Well, I'm back here again at the four corners of the road. That way is not the right way. The way behind me is not the right way. I don't think that's the right way either, or that. So I'm going to go back the way I came and go back to where I took this extension road. So I'm here now at 5S03, and I actually have Google Maps on my phone. I'm supposed to go that way, so I'm going to go that way. Okay, I'm back to 503 extension. I'm not taking the extension, I'm taking the regular way this time, and I think I'm going to be able to find my way home. We are back on track. We are no longer lost. I recognize this property down here. Well, I made it back to the Jerseydale Ranger station. I found my way back. And now I just got a short trip on the road, the paved road, to get back to my house. And there's the ranger station with all of our Forest Service personnel and attendants, no doubt. Here we have the road. Home sweet home. Been more of an adventure than I had planned on.
Talking with famous people.